Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. And I just want to say, hold on one second. Good morning. Hold on. Let me close mine off. Okay, yes. Thank you, Elder Richard Clark. Yeah, I knew it didn't have any sound coming on this morning. But let me say this. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, this is Overflow Monday, and I am sitting in the big chair all by myself today. Pastor Sean Brock and his family are preparing to go on a vacation, mini vacation, where it is much deserved. As you all know, I always say that conventions and church services and all that is not a vacation. So they are going out of town along with my nephew Aiden. I'm not telling y'all where they're going, and don't be calling checking on them. Let them enjoy their week of vacation. And amen, somebody. But good morning to the dean. Happy birthday. Yesterday she celebrated her birthday. I think on Saturday they had a birthday dinner. And so I just want to say to the dean, Mother Margaret Feaster, God bless you. Happy birthday. And yes, I did. I did send something. I wasn't able to go, but I did on yesterday send a love offering to her because I appreciate the prayers of her and none other than Elder Feaster. To our very own Elder Richard Clark that did let me know that it was no sound on the 5 minute countdown this morning. God bless you, sir. To my Pastor Fred, all the way over in Kenya, God bless you, sir. To Elder Randall Fisher, Overseer Randall Fisher, God bless you. Thank you for joining us this morning. To Lady Shabanda, God bless you. Up early this morning, all the way over on the West Coast. God bless you. Thank you for joining us this morning. To Lady Sophie Jackson, God bless you. Thank you for joining. Let me see. Did I forget anybody? Did I forget anybody? Did I forget anybody? And to all those that will be joining or looking at the rebroadcast, thank you for joining us this morning. So yes, I am in the big seat all by myself today. And we're just thankful for opportunity. Once again, it is Overflow Monday. And when I say it is an overflow, I tell you, we had a powerful weekend. This God bless you, Evangelist Rosemary Townsend. God bless you. Thank you for joining this morning. We had a powerful weekend this morning. Of course, as you all know, it started off on Saturday morning with prevailing prayer, and then Bishop taught a class for another church. And I tell you, our media ministry is second to none. We're just learning how to operate. So we were able to actually record the service and send a link out. So we weren't on Facebook on our particular channel, but we was over able to record that, and so now we know that we can do some things with his teachings. And any ministry out there that needs some assistance, let me just put this plug out there. Any ministry out there that needs some assistance with their media ministry, please feel free to reach out to me. I have an awesome team that we will come in and actually help set you up, get you started, because I truly believe this much, that if you're going to be on the social media platforms, represent. That's all I can say. Represent. You can have the best. You can have the best song, best praise team. Your pastor could be off the chain, but if your media and your sound is messed up, you have done an injustice to the kingdom. So that's just a shout out to anybody that knows somebody, even if you know a church out there that's doing media, and you like, I would love to watch them, but they stuff is kind of messed up. Be kind. It's almost like that individual that gets in your face, um that one that gets in your face and their breath is a little tart, you know. Giving them a mint is not disrespectful. Really, you looking out for them. We are our brother's keepers. I'll leave that right where it is. To Pastor Greg, God bless you. He's on bus duty this morning. Our kids here in Georgia are heading back to school. or at least in our county, are heading back to school. Some of them actually started last week. So he's off. He's got three going this year. And so we're praying for children throughout the county, throughout the state that's heading back. And I'm praying for Lady Dro because she's got to let Nari loose. And I believe that Nari's going to get in that car this morning with her book bag on, and she's going to jump out of that car and not even look back as she prepares to go to school. She's a big girl now. So we're praying for all the parents, praying for the teachers, the bus drivers, the custodians, the people that even work in the cafeteria. I can still remember when I was in school, and yes, it's been many, 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 many years ago, but I can still remember how the people in the cafeteria was. Yeah, he just posted on there. Nari is ready. I know she is. She is something else. And so to God be the glory. Listen, I do want to put this out. Normally in the month of September is when I really, really, really start talking about life insurance, because September is the month of life insurance. But on last evening, as I was right before I retired, that's what senior people say. Right before I retired and went to bed, um, I was going through Facebook and I saw where individual that I knew did here you go did not know them personally, but had dealt with them over the years. I knew of them. I knew what they did for occupation. Matter of fact, I had written a policy for them, and not, I'm not going to say anyone's name or anything, but I will say this: they passed away. And I know for a fact through me that their policy had lapsed, and we had been talking about getting another policy. And somehow between them, or guess I'll even maybe take partial responsibility for it, we didn't. And I saw that they had passed last night. And I do pray this much that maybe through someone else they did get it. But this is what I'm saying to everyone today: stop putting off tomorrow what you can get done today. If you do not have an insurance policy, regardless of your health condition, it does not matter. Even if you have a loved one that's incarcerated, it does not matter. I, along with my team, can get you insurance. Did you just hear what I just said? Do not, do not, do not, do not, do not. Listen, if you don't have it, please, I'm telling you, do your family justice and get your policy. Even if it's no more than just enough so that you can have a crematory service. Because my thing is this, is that it truly is your responsibility. It's not your family's responsibility. It's not no one else's responsibility. It's not the church's responsibility. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm saying this because I saw that, and like I say, I don't know whether he had gotten another policy or not. Once again, not mentioning anybody's name because I definitely am not trying to put him out on blast by no means. But what I am saying, because I knew what happened with us, with through me, I'm praying that somewhere along the line he did get that corrected. This is a serious conversation. I was asked last night, do you know what you're going to talk about today? I said, no. I say I never know what I'm going to share. But when I saw that it's got me troubled right now, because there's individuals that are in your circle. There's individuals that sit right in your church services. I'm talking to some of these pastors that talk about tithing and offering, but yet don't talk about the totality of man. There is more. Hello, somebody. There is more to life than this, just talking about tithing and offering. Okay. Yes, this is the bishop giving some instructions this morning that there is more. That you owe the family the right to you owe that much to the family. Let me say this to make sure, because guess what? Here's the thing. If someone is a member of a ministry and they pass away without any insurance, trust me when I say this, their family is going to look at your church as being responsible. Did you hear what I just said? Did y'all hear what I just said? They're going to make you seem that you're responsible for something that they should have took care of. And so we want to make sure, the Bible says that before it happens, you're warned. Did you hear what I just said? So if you don't have a policy, or even if you do have a policy, what I tell people all the time, grab that policy, go back over it. Some of you, the truth be told, have fallen out. Y'all falling out with the beneficiaries, and that's okay. Y'all can straighten that out and get saved and all that later. But right now, pull that policy out. Make sure that everything is intact. Some of the beneficiaries might have passed on. They're no longer in your life, and so you need to straighten that up, because guess what? In order for that policy to even be paid out, the beneficiary, not the family member, not somebody that heard you had a policy. The insurance company will not release that money without going through probate, which is a long process. And if some of you all haven't experienced, I'm working with my family right now on that. And so that's something. So here we go. Today, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about life insurance and putting a will in place. Did you hear what I just said? Because these are the type of things that we should be responsible for while we're here on earth. Yes, we want to be saved, sanctified. We want to do our tithe and our offering. We want to do praise and worship. Some of us even want to preach and all that. And that's fine. I'm not knocking any of that. But the reality side of it is none of us are going to be here forever. And for you all that's talking about you're going to be caught up in the rapture, it's still going to be family members left here. Did you hear what I just said? So we need to make sure that we're doing our part. And what is our part? Our part is pulling that policy out. Oh, I don't have one. So guess what? You need to call GT Insurance and Associates. Yes, I'm on you can find me on the through Google search. Most of you all know me personally, and if you don't know me, you know how to get in touch with me. I have a team. I've got some young men that are in the business. Here you go. Everybody to know me. I don't even try to do it all. Did you hear what I just said? I've got some young men that are in the business now that I will push business their way. Did you hear what I said? Because I believe in sowing. Y'all know what I'm talking about this morning. So let's do our part. Let's make sure that we've got insurance. And here's the thing. Here's the other key. If you are the one that every time something happens in your family, you're the one that they call, then you should take a policy out on someone. Did you hear what I just said? You should take that policy out on your brother, your cousin, your sister, your mother, your aunt, or whatever. And because how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It is easier to pay 50, 60, 70, or even maybe as much as $100 a month than it is to try to come up with $6 and $7 and $8,000. Because let me tell you this much: when you walk into the funeral home, unlike when you go to the mall and you're just walking around and you window shopping and all that, when you walk into the funeral home, they already know what you're coming in there for. And as much as you might think they and I don't want to say this disrespectful, but listen, it's a business. Let me just put it this way. It is a business. And yes, they will put on the sad face and hold your hand and hand you the tissue while you're crying over your loved one. But at the end of the day, once they finish putting the package together, they're going to ask you, and how do you, matter of fact, they might not even wait till they finish the package. They might ask when you first walk through the door, depending on the funeral home, and how will you be handling these final arrangements. And it's a sad situation when you have to go into maybe your savings or pull out of your 401 plan to handle something that could have easily have been taken care of, all because you got the opportunity now. Because here you go. Death is something we can't predict, nor can we postpone. But I can guarantee you this, it's going to happen. And so today, we're talking about making sure that you put a policy in place and making sure that you put a will. Did you hear what I just said? WILL in place. because the last thing that you need to do is leave this earth and not have put your paperwork in order and cause the family. Now you really see what a family is about. I'm telling you, if they're a trip. I'm giving y'all. I'm giving y'all some stuff that I know for a fact. Family is a trip when it comes to death. Yes, you hearing it coming from me today. That's right. That we need to make sure that we're doing our part so that when that day does come, that your family does not have to be embarrassed. You don't have to do the GoFund account. You don't have to do chicken fries and car washes in order to handle the final arrangements. Nor do you have to make it seem like it's the church's or the pastor's responsibility. Yeah, my mother, my father, my loved one, they paid tithe and offering. They gave all they had. This the least the church could do. No, the least you could have done was take heed to what I just said today and got a policy. Yes, there's a policy out there for everybody, regardless of one's health condition, regardless of what medication you're on. Trust me when I say this, I can ensure the team that I have, we can ensure any and everybody. And so we want to make sure, I just got a request, say put your email or website in the chat. Let me do that right fast. Matter of fact, I don't know why I didn't do that because normally I stay on top of my game, but I'm going to do that right fast. Anybody that needs to reach out to us, I'm getting ready to put my email on here. Y'all excuse me while I do this because I just feel today, like I say, when I saw that right before I went to bed, and I said, "Wow, who would have thought?" You know what I'm saying? And I pray that he did get that taken care of. But in case he did not, that's a warning that I'm giving everybody. Everybody. Here's the thing. Don't nobody know. No, my mother used to always say, "Don't nobody know." When I was first growing up and got my first place, she was like, "Don't nobody have to know what you got in your house. Don't nobody have to know what you eating. But if you don't pay your rent, they gonna know what you didn't do." And so I'm saying that the same thing. That don't nobody have to know anything about you until the Lord calls you home, and then they will realize that you did not have a policy in place. So yes, my the easiest way to reach out to me is through my email, getinsured, GETINSURED 2015 And of course, my phone number, my business line is 301-659-5624. So if you don't have insurance or you know a loved one don't have them, please don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to get them. Let's do that. We are our brother's keeper, and we want to make sure that when that day comes, that you can walk into that funeral home with dignity, even because it's already a sad situation. I don't care what anyone says and how strong you may feel you are. It still is a sad situation. It's something that we don't talk enough about. Amen, somebody. But it's a reality in life. And so we want to make sure we do that, and we make sure we get a will in place so that when that day comes, we can do it. So enough about that. Listen, I got a few more minutes. This is the week that I will be traveling along with Bishop Eugene Taylor and Pastor Apostle Thomas. We will be heading to Montego Bay, Jamaica on this coming Wednesday. And we will be over there ministering. I am so excited about the direction that the Lord is sending me now, and what he's done and the doors that he's opening. As you all know, we have Phenomenal Outreach Ministries over in Kenya. Yes, we are over in Kenya. We will be releasing some information in the month of September about what's going on in 2025. And so we just asking you all to keep us in prayer as we travel, as they say, over the busy airways. A lot of times, I'm always laughing when people say safe travels. And I was sharing with somebody, I said, well, I'm not flying the plane. So, but I understand what they're saying. We're praying that the Lord gets us there and get us back at the, as they say, at the appointed time. We're going over there for ministry. And yes, I am going to at least try to see a site or see something. But I know what my primary function is to go over there and minister. And I'm so excited about that. Um, the other thing that we want to keep in mind is um, our not an overflow, our um, 1 hour of power at 10 o'clock on today. Yes, let me put that flyer up right fast. We will be having that, and for you all that have been on, I know that you all can brag about how nice it's been. But the Lord has definitely blessed us. I am so proud and honored to be able to say that I oversee a ministry that is appreciating what we're doing. And so we're excited about that. We're excited about what God is doing. And like I say, in the upcoming months, you will be seeing the information on what we're going to be doing in 2025. Yes, we are going to Kenya in 2025. But we will be putting all the information together so that if you choose to go along, by all means, you will be able to go along with us. Is that all right? Here at Faith and Tea, y'all already know we just a big global ministry, and we share this information with everybody. It's no big I little you in this ministry. We thank God for each and every one of you all, how you keep pushing us, pushing us, pushing us. I will be leaving out on Wednesday, and at first I was not going to have Wednesdays Faith and Tea, but I will be having Wednesdays Faith and Tea because, of course, that is with Brother G, and so we will be having it. And once I get there and find out how well the internet and all that, we'll possibly have it on Friday, but I will keep you posted on that. But as I say, keep us in prayer, keep us in prayer, keep us in prayer, because while you're praying for me, I'm going to be doing the same thing for you. So what we've accomplished today is we're going to make sure that we're going to look for our policy, because some of y'all don't even know where your policy is. We're going to look for our insurance policy and go over it and make sure that all the information is correct. Some of you all have term policies and you've had the term long enough now that it's getting ready to term out. Okay, let's get that squared away. Some of you all don't even have policies. Let's get that squared away. And then the other thing we're going to do, we're going to work on putting a will in place so that when that day does come, this is a conversation that a lot of times we don't like to have, but it's a conversation that we have to have because no one is exempt from this. Did you hear what I just said? No one is exempt from this. And so we want to make sure that we do our part. Because once again, as I tell people all the time, GoFund is not an insurance policy. Hello, somebody. You will really find out what people feel about you. Set one up and see. Just set one up and see. Now it's funny how we will sow, or people in the world will sow to something that has nothing to do with anything. But when it comes to a life or death situation, a lot of times they look the other way. You will really find out who really cares about you. So I'm saying care about yourself enough. I shared this with somebody. I said in reality, it's only two type of people that we can't insure. That's a person with no money. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no money. But you need to find somebody that does it. Okay, hello, somebody. And the other person is a person that does not care about themselves. When you hear a person say, "I don't care what happens to me, they can bury me in my backyard, in the backyard, or the city, the state can take care of me," you can't help that person. That person has no love for themselves, so they definitely don't have it for you. But for you all that care about yourself, care about your loved ones, it's time to have that conversation. And if you need some help in having that conversation, you put it together. I'll be more than glad to do a Zoom with your family, along with my team. I'll be more than glad to even show up. Yes, we're licensed in multiple states. And so we just want to make sure that we do our part. Did you hear what I just said? We want to make sure that we do our part, and that is part of it. Listen, I'm gonna let you all go. You all have a phenomenal day on purpose. I love you from the bottom and the top of my heart. To Pastor Sean Brock, Lady Brock, Aiden, those that's traveling along with them, you all have a safe time, have an enjoyable time while you're on vacation. And if you know, like I know, turn your phone off. They know how to reach somebody else. And what we want to do is, let me see, somebody say, I love all my kids. Oh, that was G responding to something else. And to all the kids out there, listen, we praying for you. We praying that you retain the information. I used to tell when I was teaching Sunday school and I had the seniors. Yes, I taught G and his friends and when they were in high school. I used to tell them all. I said, you start the year off with an A. When you walked through that door this morning, you was an A student. Your job now is to keep it. Did you hear what I just said? Your job is to keep the A because you walked in with the A. Parents, I'm praying for you all, especially you all with kids still in the elementary level grades. I'm praying for y'all minds that y'all will be able to add the 1+1 because it used to be 1+1 = 2, but now they got other things. So listen, I'm praying for y'all. Y'all have a phenomenal day. We will see you at the 10 o'clock hour. I'm getting ready to post it again. We'll see you at the 10 o'clock hour on 1 hour of power. I'm so excited about everything God is doing, and I'm more excited about you joining us this morning. Be blessed. Have a phenomenal day on purpose. We're out of here. God bless you.